Hey, what's up? It's your boy DJ Elf7, and today, walking around New York City, I got some stuff to share with you about Andrew Yang and tell you why he's wrong for New York City, straight up. So let's start with the beginning. First of all, right? Yang is not a man of principles. Let's take a look at, supposedly stands for that UBI thing, right? Yeah? Well, look up this person named Grace Meng. She's actually vice chair of the DNC, a super well-known corrupt organization that actually technically screwed Yang over. Now, even though Grace Meng has, I believe to this day, has not endorsed UBI, even though Grace Meng has, and she did that on behest of the establishment. You know, the establishment doesn't like outsiders. They decide to try to keep Yang out. So anyways, even though Yang's signature move is UBI, she didn't support UBI, but Grace Meng's opponent did. He didn't get an endorsement. It's that, let's suppose that we say that it's okay. We say that, Yang's playing the game, some 3D chess type of thing. You know what I mean? What we're trying to do is he gets in power and he can make the changes that's going to help the people. I'm not crazy about it, but I guess I could get that argument. Yeah? But let me tell you how it's messed up, because the thing is that he's supporting so many corrupt down ballot candidates that even if he wanted to change things, he's not going to. Let me say the names right now. Yulin Liu, Ron Kim, Grace Meng, and Sandra Ung. All disgusting. There's a whole freaking... Then there's a whole bunch of other assholes that are like Jumaane Williams showed up with him at the, when Ron Kim was there trying to destroy the work of his own volunteers in New York. They can't burn us all, right? Ron Kim tried to paint... they can't burn us all organizes as encouraging violence. That's the way the DNC works, man. I've been fighting the DNC for a long time. If you are against them, as they term it, right? If you do not follow the leadership's orders, they put out a hit notice on you. You know what I mean? For real. Look what they did to Tulsi Gabbard. It's disgusting. You know what I mean? So anyways, these fucking yo-yos, what they did was... They installed, there's so many corrupt down ballot candidates. Right now, the future of New York City is actually at a historical point because a majority of the city council seats will flip. So that means true control of the city is actually up for grabs and establishments making them play harder than ever. Look, you could say, look, maybe Ed, you're an isolated incident. Maybe you're crazy. Who knows? So, okay, let's take a look. Am I the only one? Guess what? No. The fact of the matter that there was a group called Humanity... Okay, here's where it gets to... Pay close attention. You ready? Humanity First Movement. That's the volunteer wing. Humanity Forward. That's by Andrew Yang. By the way, he's not very humanitarian. That's just another cheap word meant to, create, a buzzword to create interest. But we're about to see how the man's definitely not about humanity. First of all, so the thing is that Humanity, there's only one volunteer group that actually became Humanity Forward. So again, that's Yang's official movement right there, yeah? Humanity First Movement, yeah? Humanity Forward, yeah, that's Yang's thing, yeah? So the thing is that there's a group from Arizona called Humanity Forward Arizona, and they were so stupendous that they actually were granted Humanity Forward status, right? That they were allowed to use the name. But the thing is that, remember when Yang was the first one to call out the race and support Biden? The day that happened, all the corporate establishment Dems came over, took over the party. People in my crew, they gonna know, I hope they back me up, right? I begged for help. I said, the Democratic establishment is coming in and taking over the fucking Yang gang. I need your fucking help. You know what I mean? But they were busy doing other things. I can't be mad at that, you know what I mean? Everybody has their priorities in life, but I warned my peoples. My peoples knew the shit was coming. Anyways, boom, so let's move on, yeah? So the thing is that these volunteers, Humanity Forward Arizona, they packed up shop. They spent thousands of dollars incorporating themselves. Honestly, right, we were supposed to incorporate ties across the whole entire nation. Yenny Desroches, that idiot, yeah? She thought we should incorporate all 50 states. You know how many thousands of dollars would have been lost by Yang volunteers? Now she's running for city council and the Yang gang's helping her so much, yeah? She has no experience. Everybody knows she's trash. You know, who's the best volunteers? Myself, Josh Frick, who hates my guts, I ain't mad at him, right? Yeah, he got brainwashed by the boozy, by these Yang Gang yucks. And honestly, Brendan Carpenter, he's been, he's a pretty cool guy. So, right, it's not just me. Also, there's also someone named Andrew Laundrie, who also came out with very similar complaints against the Yang Gang. Also, this lady named Andrea, I think her name's like Women Warrior or something like that on YouTube, on Twitter. So there's quite a few people that are pointing out inconsistencies in Yang's story. Now you see Yang, right, doing other stuff. Yo, that's just the beginning. I'm sure you guys already saw the video on my channel of Yang's people pushing me around and then calling the cops on me in Harlem. Just some really dumb stuff. How many people in Harlem have had the experience of having cops calling them unfairly and try to be used in an abusive way to enforce stupid shit? Yang's people fucking lining up right there. This bourgeoisie, hipster, middle class, fucking full of shit assholes. Well, that's a little fucking vicious, you know what I mean? Some of them is cool, but a lot of them have been real disappointing, you know what I mean? And not happy about that at all. So the fact of the matter is I still have like a lot of admiration for Yang Gang. I know I made some of these mistakes in the past. Y'all want to really believe in the guy who you set up to be the leader, but fact of the matter is that I put more work in, you know what I mean? So I have like a deeper knowledge of what's going on, and I stand by that fact, you know what I mean? I challenge Jenny to tell me how many hours she phone banked a little, but that lady was allergic to work. Straight up. She spent more work telling people how hard she was working, which was not very hard, and than actually doing any work itself. It was, you know, the type. Anyways, whatever, you know what I mean? Fact of the matter is that Yang Gang is hugely... I still love Yang Gang. He has a lot of resources. I mean, not Yang, but probably Yang himself. Yeah, there's some leadership in Yang Gang that's problematic, but there's actually some parts of Yang that I'm highly supportive of and trying to get them involved with some of the projects that I do because they have an amazing skill set, you know what I mean? And a lot of them want the right things, but they're being led in the wrong direction by Yang himself. I know a lot of people in Yang Gang are unhappy. I'm speaking to y'all. I've already spoken to some other groups. Y'all have a lot of potential, you know what I mean? But you're not the first ones to be lied to, and you won't be the last. So, you know, look, it's a real issue, you know what I mean? Look, I'm going to be talking to more cats today. Every day I'm out here telling people about Yang and how he's wrong, but I'm one man. Yang Gang just raised $8 million for Yang, plus he's getting like an 8-time, maybe 9-time, like, you know, payback from the taxpayers. You know what I mean? Millions of dollars just of my tax money going to Yang to fund his corporate bull crap. He completely sold out. That's a fact. So thanks for checking this out. Yeah, New York City's in big trouble. He's look at the NYCHA stuff. I've been working with NYCHA people, you know what I mean? He's completely his whole plan revolves around developers. And did he ever talk to tenants? Prove it. We're actually organizing a tenant association meeting, and also, like, you know, some other candidates that are involved with anti-corruption work. Yang is so disappointing. He not only did he screw over, he also screwed over Stephen Lee, a guy who's known for calling corruption in the police department, and also a guy named Theo Chino, who's a personal hero of mine. We actually, my man Theo Chino basically did all the work, man. He basically released all the voter data from New York City, democratizing the process. Stand-up guys who did a lot for us, for Yang's campaign. Once again, he fucked them over. He fucked me over. He fucked Brendan Carpenter over. He fucked over Andrew Laundrie. He fucked over so many people. I know a lot of people in California pissed the fuck off too. You know what I mean? So I just want to share with y'all what I know. Yang is a sellout and he's wrong for New York. I'm sorry, yeah? I joined your campaign, Yang, to be part of the solution, not the problem. And the way you're running away from me, look at me talk to him in the Harlem video, right? Yeah, I still talk with him. I give him a chance to talk with me. They haven't called me yet. I demand them to show any proof. They can show nothing. Full of lies, full of bullshit. That's what you're gonna get with Yang. That's facts.